Hello. Hi. You should be able to hear me right now. Let me know if the audio is okay and all that. I have recently just moved, so I've set everything up in a new room, so I'm not sure if everything is working properly. Okay, is that a yeah to me? Hey, Tango. Well, okay, I'll say. Alright, perfect, perfect. Welcome, Arlvis. Welcome, Tango Knight. Welcome, Sever. Cool Scoot, good to see you again. Welcome, Nani the Gold. And yeah, excellent. Okay, that should be about fine. So, you know, and double system, welcome to you too. So, you all know what we're here for. I'm not gonna sit there and keep taunting you with the carrot on the stick. I'm going to open the lobby, and I remembered to make it public this time. So it's just vanilla. You should find it in the server browser. Just standard. And welcome to you too. Just a human. Human. Hey, we already got people in. Buff the microphone a bit more. I think I'm just gonna lower the game audio by 2 decibels. Okay, so rule voting is enabled immediately. Normally I like to do a warm-up run without artifacts or anything, but you know, we're all professionals here. We're all Risk of Rain Returns veterans, okay? We are the best. I'm assured that there are no Risk of Rain Return players better than whoever is in this stream. Excluding me, of course. I'm in a chef mood. I'm just gonna play chef. Rain chef, just standard. Or actually, no, I'm gonna play support chef. Makes sense. 8 players, nice. That's great. We had the player amounts always vary a bit. You know, sometimes we get 4 players, sometimes we get 17. So you never know. So, but I'm pretty happy with 8 for a first game. 150 hours. Now, I think that might be more than me. We are the end game of Returns players. We are what every Returns player aspires to be. Okay, seems we're starting with just a casual rainstorm run. Alright, I can dig it, I can dig it. Let's see. Oh, I see. Oh, right, like in the Marvel movie. Okay, listen, we got 8 players here. I think we can just start. And if anyone wants to join, we will be hosting multiple games. So if you miss out this one, don't worry, there will be more. I'm planning to go for about 3 hours. Yeah. Rainstorm is like Monsoon in Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, I suppose, because I remember when Returns came out, everyone was completely like baffled by how much more difficult it was compared to Risk of Rain 2, which I do think has something to do with how different the game is, given, you know, it's a 2D versus a 3D game. But even people who were like veterans of Risk of Rain 1, the original, found Returns to be just very difficult. I think that just came with how different it was. You know, in the original Risk of Rain, we really want to rush the teleporter. Well, you kind of want to do that in Returns too, but you don't have to in Returns. Oh wow, someone got a rock golem or a golem drone already. That's what they're called? Yeah, snow golem. That's pretty nice. Okay, what players do we have? Let's see. 2 okay, double chef. 1 artificer, double engineer, and a pilot. Oops. That was the wrong way. But okay, that is a interesting question. Is Risk of Rain Returns more difficult than Risk of Rain 1? Well, Risk of Rain 1 is actually more janky and weird. It's less... it makes less sense. Ooh. Hey, Jar of Souls, always nice. It makes less sense, right? And it's less friendly to beginners, but I would say Returns is maybe a little... no. Returns is harder because of its multiplicative scaling, which makes it so that you are way more likely to just get completely nuked, like that turret, by something later on. Whereas in Risk of Rain 1, you die because you scale poorly. in the sense that you just get chipped. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it doesn't really matter which game is harder. They're both very different. I guess the real answer is that they both test different things. Oh, Ultra, you're using the alternative engineer primary. I don't see that one quite often. I mean, it's hard to compete with tri-grenades, which are some of the just greatest or most fun primaries to use, if you ask me. I hope the acoustics in this room are good. I tried testing it. It's kind of hard to pad it. But I shouldn't echo too much unless I start yelling. But you know me, I'm not too loud. Also, I will apologize if I suddenly, like, cry out in, like, surprise or something. I'm currently cat watching. Cat sitting? I guess that's the more correct term. And, currently, the fellow is sleeping right behind me. But he's probably going to wake up and he's just going to jump at me out of nowhere. Well, you don't expect any coordination here, Prafams India. People just tend to take items when there's so many players. It's anarchy. Oh, you DC'd? Ah. Yeah, that's unfortunately what happens a lot of the time when these like big multiplayer lobbies. I'm not sure if it's just the player count. I haven't had many disconnection problems when it's just like 4 players. Yeah, oh, you're lagging like, oh, interesting. I mean, I'm hosting, so I'm kind of immune to that. Oh, wow, all of you are lagging. That's interesting. Is it, It's a lot more than usual. Well, that's not good. My internet is... I've also set up a new internet, which, hopefully... I'm using LAN. You're from Canada? Well, I am in Europe, Northern Europe, so that might also have a little bit of impact on it. But yeah, I had to fix internet in the new place I moved, and it's been a little bit rickety. It's like, it's a router, one of those like new 5G smart routers, whatever. But I have like hooked it up to LAN on my PC to try to like minimize it. So it takes 3 seconds to open chest. Oh, and we lost Ultra as well. Rip. Yeah. Because it does have something to do with like my uploads, my like internet speed, I presume, as the host. Okay, you're Ultra, I see. Yeah, it's always that classic issue of trying to like figure out what someone's username is in the game versus on YouTube. Oh, it's that bad. Well, terribly sorry. I guess keep me updated on it. Let me know if it gets worse or not. Yeah, my router is blinking yellow. Well, that's great. Maybe one day I'll be rich enough to afford fiber. Oh yeah, nanosphere on this delay on like with internet latency would be pretty horrible. Pillars. Yeah, I get it. It's very frustrating. I'm sorry. Probably doesn't help that I'm streaming as well. Where is... Oh, there. Where's the teleporter? If one of you have like shadow play or something, would you mind like sending me a short little snippet of the recording on any of the discords? Just maybe to check, just so I can like see just how bad it is. Not now, afterwards, naturally. No point trying to troubleshoot it right now. So how do we feel about support chef compared to like classic, you know, buff your skill chef? I feel it's definitely more. I prefer the whole like buffing thing. I think it's more. I don't know. I think it's more satisfying to land like a really good. Oh god, is it Seer? I think Seer. No, Seer is the normal. It's Blaze, which is the upgraded one. Like something about landing a really good Blaze. On a line of enemies. Oh, now YouTube is telling me. Hey, if anyone's in the stream, let me know if... Is the stream, like, lagging out? YouTube is giving me, like, big warning lights. But no, I think... I like the idea of support chef. Of course, support chef doesn't feel particularly... how does one say it? Satisfying alone, I guess? But... I guess that comes with the whole idea of, like, how much do you design Risk of Rain around it being a multiplayer versus single-player game? Because I know back in the day, Duncan, or Hopo, were talking about how everything in Risk of Rain was originally designed to be, you know, for single-player. It has to work in single-player first, and then, you know, we'll see how it works in multiplayer. It's why... for Engineer, his original ability before the bubble shield, or like the shield that he can place down, was a shield that he could project onto another entity. Kind of like Zarya from Overwatch, if you're familiar with that game. I bet most people are. But they were like, oh, but it still works in single player because you could use it on the Engineer turrets. But naturally, that then got changed to the whole like dome shield. That's Overwatch, yeah. Stupid question. It's sometimes when I'm in like non-gaming circles, you have to explain like stuff like that, and you have to get used to it. And you have to kind of like go off that mode when you're in, let's say, more learned environments. No, learned environment, that's not pretentious. More familiar, I guess. But yeah, and, sorry, but yeah, everything in Risk of Rain was originally designed to primarily work in single player, and then, you know, multiplayer is multiplayer. But I feel like that has kind of changed. I mean, yeah, Cook still works in single player. It's not like a unviable ability, but it feels like it's kind of missing something, right? It feels wrong to use it, I feel, by yourself. And then in, you know, with mods, everyone's always, like, challenging that. That's why you got something like Cheer? However you pronounce it. In Starstorm, who is you know, not a healer exclusively, but definitely has, like, the potential to fill that healing role. Which is interesting, because the original Hopo developers, they were adamantly against healers in the first game for a good while. I think they tried to kind of like compromise it a little bit with Captain and his beacons. Yeah, everyone who plays Starstorm loves Cheer. I mean, there's a whole seasonal event just after that thing. There was a way back when in the early, like before Risk of Rain 2 even got like the Scorched Acres update. I used to frequent that like suggestions board that they had in the Risk of Rain 2 server, which, you know, was a mixed place. And I'll never forget when someone was like making an essay about why they should include a healer, and they ended it with signed a Mercy main from Overwatch. I don't know why. Something about that made me laugh so much. Like, yours truly, Mercy main. One of a million, right? It's just cook items don't seem to nearly stack that well. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would... I guess that would make it, yeah, worse in single player. Now, of course, I don't want to make fun of this person if they want... if someone wants to heal on Risk of Rain 2, that's fine. I mean, I personally think that's not really what Risk of Rain is about, but at least not these current versions of Risk of Rain. But I don't know, just find it funny. It's a lot. It reminds me a lot in fighting games where people are so very attached to the characters they main that whenever that there you'll often have all these you'll have all these people who go like, well, as a Little Mac main, as a Kirby main, as a Sagat main, etc., etc. You know, like it's a core part of their identity. I don't know, something about that always gives the message a very weird tone. Cheers, a puppet character? Yeah, I know, because they can convert an enemy. I haven't actually... I think I played Duty once. Something about Duty just didn't click with me. So I haven't given the fellow enough attention. Should probably try it. I haven't actually played Risk of Rain in ages. I have... Well, in truth, I've just been kind of busy moving and cat watching. It's a special type of cat. It needs to go out for walks. Well, it doesn't need to, but it needs to do it here, where I live. Beauty is an acquired taste. I feel like half of the Starstorm characters are an acquired taste. Like Baroness, you either love Baroness or you think it's a affront to everything that's like about Risk of Rain game design. That's something that I do respect that about Starstorm. How experimental they were, even if it might have not always worked. But I appreciate someone like pushing the envelope for what Risk of Rain can be. Even if I myself naturally have a very severe appreciation for like the simpler side of Risk of Rain. I'm a big fan of a character called Sergeant, or a mod character from the original Risk of Rain, who is quite literally just Enforcer and Commando mixed together. It's ridiculously simple, but I don't know, it just fits very well, I find. You got no item? I don't need items, alright? I am a Risk of... As I said, we are the elite Risk of Rain Returns players, alright? I don't need items. All I need are you being meat shields and distractions, and then I'll just pop Spirit Bottle. No, Ghost in a Jar. What? Jar of Souls. How did I forget his name? Jar of Souls. Whenever it's up cooldown, and that's me. So I will, of course, take this Headstompers if no one wants it. I mean, the Headstompers could be the difference between life and death. It might do that one extra damage you need. By the way, Tango, are you planning to even, like... Are you even considering Baroness? I mean, that character is so... not antithetical, just... Would it even work? It's okay, it's happening. Good luck with that. I'm very excited to see how that's going to work. No! Oh. Damn, Tango. Did typing that message kill you? Sorry. Hi, oh, it's Winslow. Hi. I saw some of your teasers for your new mod project. They look pretty great. Do you feel that playing as a drone is more fun than playing the game? There was, I think it was last stream or the stream before that, where I think it was Miss Dementia said, or Arl, that when they have a bad day, they just main drone. It's just like a comfort character. When nothing's working out for you, you can always rely on drone. Yeah, I do agree that I think the discussions are pretty fun, which is sometimes why it's kind of nice to have like a lot of people, because especially if you have like enough, you can kind of like sit out and maybe just chill and watch the chaos while talking. I know, I was kind of mocking around. I get it. It's when you're having an off day and you just end up playing drone a lot, but I just like it's like you can never go wrong with playing drone, right? Yeah. Well, I didn't want to spoil it in case you don't want to keep it secret, but yeah, it looks great, Winslow. Keep up the good work. Sorry. What was I? I was saying something. But probably wasn't important. Well, oh wow, leeching bosses 15 minutes in. Is there a... No, it's not like hard-coded that a elite boss will spawn in stage 4, right? It might be, actually. Because I feel like... No, wait, we have Shrine of the Mountain. That's probably contributing to it. There's certain something coming from multiplayer that you might see. Right. Oh, actually, yeah. Sorry, Pratham's India? I'm sorry for butcher. I'm bad with names, alright? Terribly sorry. But there is actually next stream. We're not going to be doing Starstorm modded. Maybe we will, but that's not going to be the main, like, highlight. We are going to be... we're going to be playing with a very special artifact that a modder by the name of Azuline made. I guess I want to say specific. I don't want to say specifically for me. That sounds very facetious. But it was kind of like an idea I threw around, and they made it a reality. So it's going to be super cool. Just hopefully the internet connection is going to be better. I'm probably going to have to ask either Tango or Arl to just test some lobbies with me just to see how stable the connection is. I will admit, I don't really care much for the like food items you generate with Cook, but I really like just flailing like the cleavers around. That's very fun. Let's see. Next totem's first appear on stage 2, so my assumption is that the game sees them as too weak to spawn normal variants for stage 5, so it also spawns them as elites. That could be. Is that... I mean, yeah, they do have point values, or credit values, so it wouldn't surprise me if... So it wouldn't surprise me if maybe there's something like that going on. Because I don't think I've seen, like, elite imp overlords spawn without, like, a couple of shrines of the mountain. Oh yeah, Chef's great. Chef's busted. Well, maybe not busted. No iframes hurts quite a lot in returns, more so than in the original Risk of Rain. I was having a conversation with I guess it would be a couple weeks ago now, about who is like the best character in the original Risk of Rain. And they were very adamant that it was Chef, but I was kind of uncertain because I feel like having no iframes in the original Risk of Rain, while not maybe... But you deal so less damage. You deal so much less damage in that game. Enemies live for longer. You have to like deal with more attacks. Oh, sorry. I missed everyone there. That's... I don't know. Maybe... It's one of those interesting things to me. There's no like clear consensus on who is the best character. Some say it's Loader because of their very good... because of having just so much invulnerability. I'm taking a go-to. Thank you very much. Others, I've heard some say it's Minor because of just how much invincibility frames they have. They can practically cheese the game. But it's interesting, there's no like clear consensus of it. Which is weird to me, because in a game like Risk of Rain, which is still kind of popular. Like, yeah, of course it's not like the biggest game, but it's popular enough that you'd think it would be quote-unquote solved by now. But no. Yeah, you know, a highly animated Chef just felt way too uncanny for me. Yeah, people really like Loader in Risk of Rain 2, though Loader almost kind of breaks that game, it feels like. It almost feels like a modded character. It's the final stage, no one cares about hit list. But yeah, Loader, pretty well done character, very fun. Reminds me of playing like the Spider-Man games on the PlayStation 2. I will say it's so fascinating how jank the like grappling hook is in the original Risk of Rain. It barely feels like a grappling hook in the traditional sense. It's like a hook shot from Zelda, but jank as hell. Oh yeah, I think Pilot is the strongest in Risk of Rain Returns purely because of how much airtime they can get. They can just live anything. They might not have like the highest damage potential, but they just won't. They will never die. They can just stay in the air for so long. Like even without any like cooldown reduction or anything. Just get some verticality and yeah, you're set. Watching your stream and the Tenacon Warframe stream at the same time. I am the final light guard. Hey, listen, you gotta like stimulate yourself on always. And what's the joke? To enjoy a Denizu stream, you need to have like a more fun stream on the side. I have a friend of mine who's actually currently watching that Warframe stream, so that's pretty neat. But yeah, Pilot is ridiculously busted in Returns. I like Pilot too. I don't like their visual design. It feels it kind of goes against a lot of like the established design tropes in Risk of Rain 1. But mechanically, they're very, very fun. You wish Risk of Rain 2 had air strafing? Yeah. Yeah, that would have probably been interesting. That would have changed how that game feels though, probably quite a bit. But though I do find it very cool how like much they nailed the feeling of like grappling around in a 3D environment. That's not a given. Very famously, Bionic Commando, the like remake, the gritty remake, you know, where where his arm is his wife, that Shakespearean plot twist. That the grappling hook in that game is seen as like awful because it's so like rigid. So, you know, it takes a lot of physics mastery to make a good grappling hook, so I applaud him for that. Yeah, I was joking a little bit, but yeah, I know, that's like the biggest motivation I find for most people to watch like official streams. Like Payday pretty famously constantly has all these like Twitch drops to incentivize people watching the Payday 3 streams. Well, that's a wonky looking Tesla coil. Or pylon. M440, I believe it's called. No, I didn't get the food item. Fine, I watched a video on that one. Parallel, the grappling on the newer ones is really, really good. But the rest of the game, I guess you mean like the 2D ones. Because the 3D ones, unless... Because I don't think anything came out after Bionic Commando 2007. M170. Oh, you got the Ancient Scepter. That's cool. But yeah, it's very rigid, the grappling in the like gritty remake. Though I will find it funny that game was kind of forgettable. No one, it doesn't really have that much of a legacy, except he was included in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So suddenly he kind of like survived. No, but Tango, I think that's the one that had like the awful grappling hook, according to what like I've heard. It's been on my backlog for so long. There's just something about, well, two things. Firstly, the 2000s era of games I just find really weird. Oh, I didn't know that actually. That Providence is like skulls can target multiple people. But I love Grin. And the studio known as Grin, it's not that they're good. They just make, like, earnestly... they just have, like, these very, for lack of a better word, like, boyish, kinda... Like the type... They make the type of games you would imagine, like, a 7-year-old boy make in the early 2000s, you know? Oh, there's, like, a bunch of bank robbers, and it's just, like... You know, the Batman movie, and they're so cool. And then you got, like, Payday. Or it's like, oh, it's like Mad Max, but you can have, like, a sniper rifle on your car and, like, a Tesla gun. And you got Bandits Phoenix Rising. Wouldn't we call if Bionic Commando was edgy? And then they made the Bionic Commando remake. Yeah, I'm a bit of a pickle here. Well, never mind. You chatted too much. Yeah. Oh, wait, we're in monsoon. We're not in rainstorm. What? I thought we... Okay. Well done, everyone. You gotta appreciate their gumption. Yeah, it's such a shame what happened to them after they became overkill. But yeah, turrets. Turrets are absolutely ridiculous. Their engineer guy is the character who got the most buffed from Risk of Rain 1 to Returns. But yeah, I know I'm a big fan of Payday the Heist. It's probably one of my... So it's probably... my all-time... It's probably up there in like top 15 maybe. I love that game. Well, that too. I mean, every item on Engineer is worth like 3 times as much. Alright, I'm listening. Hear you out. S. Well, S. That's a compelling argument. S. Very well. Hey, welcome Def my noob. S. Welcome Def my noob. We are actually just about to host a new one, so if you want to join, by all means, you're welcome. Yeah, it tends to be every Saturday. It was Friday last time because I was moving. Sorry about that. You didn't finish? Oh, okay. I thought you were... Hey, welcome back, Ultra. I'm crossing my fingers that you're not going to disconnect this time. I haven't played Ranged Miner in a good while. Huh, Vince, that's interesting. It auto-translated your message. Hold on, let me join. Got translated to let's join. It's vanilla, yeah, Vince, so that's correct. Yeah, I have the auto-translate on. There's a individual here who occasionally comes in speaking Cyrillic, so I try to understand that. Yeah. Maybe playing Bandit like 300 ping is a bad idea. Maybe. Wait, how do you cancel chat messages? I think you just press enter again, I believe. Oh, Ultra left. Did you get disconnected again, Ultra? That might be a possibility. Ah, damn. Something that eventually might have to happen if this keeps up and the internet is too wonky, I might have to find someone else who can like host these, who will be available on Saturdays. So okay, like I am the streamer and they are the hoster, I guess. Did Winslow join? Doesn't... Well, I don't recognize your profile picture, so maybe not. Oh, you found... Okay, good. Yeah, there we are. D. Winslow, as I called you the first time. You're like, oh, okay. Alright, genuine question. Does anyone play with Burnout on Minor? I mean, Backblast isn't a particularly impressive ability by all means, but Burnout just feels really wonky. Yeah, no more network changing. Well, whatever works. Oh, Winslow got disconnected. And Winslow is back. Did it work this time? Hopefully it did. Wow, Enigma. I never see anyone play with Enigma. Wow, Eminem? You mean the guy behind the 8 Mile movie? Man, I love that movie. You haven't had a chance to try the Burnout? You're playing like TF2 and Balatro. That's all you need in life. You just need Team Fortress 2 and Balatro and you'd probably survive. You've been doing all the loadouts in the game on soon. Oh, that sounds pretty fun. I know there's someone else doing that and recording. Like you're putting it out on YouTube. We can start, by the way. I feel like we're good. Playing out of Isaac lately? I presume you mean Rebirth or the remake. If you're playing the Flash one, that would be pretty impressive. Oh, what was it? It was not Child of the Lamb. Wrath of the Lamb? Yeah, Wrath of the Lamb. That was like the first thing for Isaac. Yeah, Rebirth. You've been locked in beta Minecraft for like a year and a half. Oh my god. Beta Minecraft. Not even 1. Oh wait, beta Minecraft. Is that like, which version is that? Is that like 0 point something? I mean, I bought all the DLCs except I stopped playing after Afterbirth Plus. Yes, I sometimes mix it with Antibirth, which was pretty neat. I kind of fell off the Isaac wagon, to be honest. Not that I think it's a bad game by any means. It's a wonderful game. It just stopped capturing me. I feel it just went in a different direction. Beta is before 1.0. Well, I guess that makes sense. I primarily played 1.7.10. I got kind of late into Minecraft. Just wasn't really my thing. I'm sure Isaac is much better. Older. Oh, we lost one. Damn. Oh, it's so much better now? Okay, excellent. Well, the router is still yellow, so it's nothing on my end. I could try punching it. Would that work? That's what TF2 has taught me. If something is, you know, breaking, you just slam it. I think I have a monkey wrench under my bed. I have it there in case of self-defense. Oh, sniper reloads are client-side. I don't think they were that in the original. That's probably a good change. Wait, what? Scepter already? Oh my... Oh, but on Enforcer. Oh. Speaking of Scepter, I am working on the new video. On part 2 of the Ancient Scepter. I have to edit the audio. It's been very difficult finding time to record. But I have done it, I just need to edit it. And I think it's going to be good, alright? It's probably going to be maybe a tiny bit longer than the first part. But we'll see. We'll see how much I edit and trim it out. I am terribly sorry it's been taking so long. It keeps me awake more than it does. Well, I think it only keeps me awake. Ah, hey, glowing meteorite. This isn't a big multiplayer stream without a glowing meteorite. Alright, so for people playing miner, do you prefer range miner or melee miner? I must confess to being slightly sympathetic towards range miner, primarily because it reminds me of the anchor in Shovel Knight, which I always thought was very fun to use. It's my favorite. Do they call them relics in that game? The items? They're like Castlevania-esque items. I want to say they call them relics. Wait, I'm so real for liking the ranged version or for playing Shovel Knight. Yeah, I mean, it's a completely different playstyle. And I will say, like, the initial arc can kind of mess you up a little bit. But I will say, I do wonder where he keeps all the pickaxes from. You know, if they really cared about the lore, they should have made it like laser pickaxes that that materialize, kind of like Huntress's laser arrows. Can't believe this. Shaking my head. Oh, like, yeah, okay. No, I like Shovel Knight. I think I prefer the original one. I did really like Plague of Shadows as well. The only one that I'm kind of mixed on is what's it called? Spectres of Torment. I'm so bad with names. The one with the Spectre Knight. It was very fun. It felt a little bit more like I'm not big into like super dash game. Yeah, Spectre of Torment. Like games where you like dash a lot. Not really my kind of thing. Can sometimes feel like you're on a little bit of a railroad. But what really bothered me the most was, or not bothered, but I guess intrigued me was the final boss, which, you know, spoilers for Spectre of Torment, I guess. Um, there's a character in Shovel Knight. It's this kid. I don't remember their name. Rin, maybe, or something like that. It's a kid with a boomerang. And I know something put me... There was something off to me about that character when I first watched... when I first saw him. I know, it felt very different. I got the similar feeling from the guy with the whip. Something with B. Anyways, and then I later learned that they were kind of like Kickstarter characters, essentially. That they were designed... They were added, you know, as a Kickstarter rewards. And the boomerang guy is... he, like, the person who came up with him, he has, like, this thing where what he does is he just... yeah, I know it was in the first game, Rin or whatever, but he was the guy who added that boomerang character. He does this in like as many games he can. He will just always like find games where he can add his own character as a back reward, so he can perfect Somerang, just so he can add his like boomerang kid in every game. And then, you know, I started like seeing, oh my god, he's in like multiple games, and something about that really annoyed me. I mean, it's good on them for, you know, supporting the developers and all that, but wow, you're just trying to get like the same character in as many games as possible. There's something very wacky to me about that, but it's curious. And then in Spectres of Torment, knowing that that character is essentially someone's, like, OC that they paid to get in the game, and then turn into, like, the final boss, I don't know what to think about that. That's so peculiar. I don't think I've heard anything like that. I've heard of a game getting essentially stuck in development hell because a backer was so insistent about their, like, included character being done perfectly that it almost bankrupted the game. Though that story has a lot of, like, very weird... No one's really sure about the facts in that one. It's a weird way of contrivance. I guess if you only know that boomerang kid from Shovel Knight, you probably wouldn't have, like, even flinched. But, like, when you know the backstory behind the character, like, the real-life backstory behind it, something about that feels odd. And then you see him in, like, another game, and it just throws everything out of whack for me. Well, Shovel Knight is the cameo character, but Shovel Knight isn't the cameo game, necessarily, right? It's, I get what you mean. Shovel Knight was in everything for a period, because Shovel Knight just completely... Okay, let's go murder Acrid. I'll never say no to that. Yeah, everyone was completely crazy about Shovel Knight, and I mean, I like it. By all means, I enjoy my time with it, but I wasn't completely, enamored with it like everyone else was. Well, there goes Acrid. How funny would it be if this was the canon, like, ending for Acrid? He just gets killed by the survivors in the game. He didn't return in the sequel. He just died. Gave this column with the butt of a rifle. Brutal. That's very fitting. Oh, you like, God, the Coordinate song, or Chipichuria, I think, is the, like, name Chris uses when he doesn't want to, like, type the coordinates. Yeah, I think it's my second favorite song after Chanson d'Aton. Coalescence is way below for me. Not to, like, be, oh, look at me, I have different opinions, but I like Coalescence. It's a great song, but it was never my favorite. I prefer other songs like Arctic Oscillation, Hailstorm. I love Hailstorm. Might be like my favorite action song in the original Risk of Rain. I love the drums on that track. Yeah, Tropic of Cancer. Yeah, that one's great too. I prefer Tropic of Capricorn over the two Tropics, but yeah, it's pretty damn good. I mean, you know, Risk of Rain music is good, shocker. It's one of those, like, it's one of those things that I think is more popular in the game. There's so many times I've seen Risk of Rain music in the wild, on videos that have like nothing to do with Risk of Rain. Like Mandalore, I remember used it in his Endless Legend, I want to say, review. Which I found funny, also, because Chris Christodoulou doesn't like it when people use Risk of Rain music outside of, like, talking about either A, the music, or B, Risk of Rain. Alright. Goodbye, Winslow. Glad we could entertain you for as short as it was. Take care. Here they go. Oh, well, that's... Really? The music introduced you to Risk of Rain. That's interesting. I mean, good music... good music is a very, very... whatchamacallit... Oh, forgot to jump. Good music is a really, really good, like, advertisement for a game. I feel like a lot of people got into Payday 2 primarily because of the music. Because, yeah, it has a very distinct soundtrack. Yoshi could charge punch while grappling. Yeah, kind of like in Risk of Rain 2. Yes, it doesn't really work fantastic in 3D. You also got in Payday 2 because of the music. I got into Payday... I like learned about Payday through the music, through Razormind. But, you know, naturally, the more I learn about Payday's music, the more I learn that Razormind is still fantastic, but there's also so much more to that soundtrack. Wonderful, wonderful soundtrack. Even, I mean, I prefer Viklund's stuff, naturally, but... what was Gustavio, I think his name is? He also has some pretty good tracks. Bonebreaker, being one of them. Like, the mariachi, I don't know, mariachi and heisting works so perfectly well. Who would have guessed? But yeah, if you want to, like, have your game be noticed, have good music. Because even if, you know, your game doesn't, like, succeed, if it has good music, people at least notice it for that. Oh, wow, perfectly timed foreign fruit. Thank you, Enigma. If I'm gonna keep thanking Enigma so much, I feel like I'm going to be on an episode of Batman the Animated Series. Hey, one person got that. Me and my bad jokes. Okay, you know what? For the longest time, I really want to try a challenge run where I see if I can beat the game with no items, but only glowing meteorite. I know, I'm being facetious. But I think glowing meteorites by itself... I mean, in the original game, I think you can practically win any run if you get glowing meteorites because of, like, rope cheese. I'm bringing a couple evolved Lemurians here. I want to talk to you about Darwin. Like the voice actor? I actually don't know who the voice actor is for Enigma in Batman the Animated Show. Or series. Batman Taz. Wow, so he's like into speedrunning? John Glover, I've heard that name. He's in a bunch of stuff, isn't he? Very, flexible voice. Lex Luthor's dad on Smallville? The hell is Smallville? That sounds like the town from Powerpuff Girls. No, that's Citysville, pardon. Smallville, is that... Is Samus Aran with 0 health? Hey, congratulations. Oh, it's a prequel show. Oh, Smallville, is that like where Superman was born or something? I watched a little bit of Man of Steel, I kinda zoned out, but I've only watched Superman 2. Like the original, the old one. But that one's pretty great. Lex Luthor is fantastic in that movie. Yeah, well, that was a quick teleporter. Hey, Prop Escape. For $2,000 bucks? This inflation is killing me. Ow. Yeah, Christopher Reeves. Yeah, I saw him not too long ago in Remains of the Day. I almost didn't recognize him. He was pretty good there. Though, I think I prefer the book. Which, yeah, I know, snotty thing to say, but... not that I was the biggest fan of the book, really. It's a very good book, it's just not my type. But I did prefer it over the movie. Even Anthony Walter Hopkins couldn't sway me. Also, for anyone familiar, Anthony Walter Hopkins, I presume, you know, Hannibal Lecter, famous actor. He is such a weird individual to me, because he will be in, like, you know, Shakespearean dramas, like Lion in Winter, or actual plays. You know, he's a big fancy actor. He had a great role in Father, which everyone was talking about. But he's also in Transformers and Mission Impossible 2. And you don't say it's like, oh, he needs the money. I think he's fine, right? Maybe he needs it for, like, his kids or retirement or whatever, right? But, like, you would think an individual like him would be like, oh, Transformers? No, I would never be in such a lowly movie. You want me to do what? In Mission Impossible 2? That's an awful Hopkins, by the way. He's a very varied actor. Maybe he likes... Yeah, who knows? Actually, I shouldn't judge. Maybe he actually... All those, like, high-profile movies was just so he could get into Transformers one day. Lion in Winter? Who cares? Peter O'Toole? He's nothing. I want to be with Optimus Prime. Alright? That's my dream as an actor. You're gonna hear that in his, like, obituary. My proudest accomplishment... Transformers. Ugh. Actually, there was an interview with him a couple years ago where he was talking about, like, which movie he regrets. And of course, me being a pretentious snob was like, oh, now he's gonna talk about Mission Impossible 2 or something. Nope. Red Dragon. That's the movie he regrets doing. The sequel to Silence of the Lambs. Buy your drones. Oh, buy your drones. Where are you? Where be your drones? There's one drone there, but I'm afraid of actively buying it. Where you died? Well, I don't know where you died, Sever. I was busy talking about Hopkins, which is why everyone tunes in. Yeah, I haven't watched Red Dragon. I quite enjoyed Silence of the Lambs, but yeah, Red Dragon just it just didn't seem like a movie that needed a sequel. Wait, do you get small enigmas from equipment barrels? I forget how equipment barrels work in. Yeah, you do. Okay. Huh. Curious. Hey, Mr. Sandwich, good morning. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. I know you have to wake up quite early for these streams. I remember you said that. Well, it's good to have you here. Oh yeah, your choice. Loop or no loop. I mean, maybe we shouldn't loop if Sandwich is planning to join. No loop. We're going straight for Providence. His red-caped ass is ours. Actually... Okay, I mean, important lore question. Does Providence have an ass? With, like, because, you know, he's, like, completely, like, pitch black underneath that cape, right? We've, like, never seen him without it. Is that, like, his body? Or is it, like, a robe? Because I don't think we've ever seen, like, the backside of Providence. You know? I think Hopo Games, if they're serious, they should absolutely address this in Hallowed Concepts. They should have a log just for that. I'm being very serious. Well, yeah, we're doing 32 players, and it's currently like 7, 8 with me. I don't think we're ever going to get the 32-player lobby. Oh, by the way, if anyone could like quickly answer this question, how many joined here from the like Risk of Rain 2 public server announcement? I'm curious if that like got any more numbers. I don't really care about like having a bunch of viewers, but I would like to have like a big lobby one day. I kind of missed when we had 17 or 16 players. I felt that was like properly chaotic. We haven't managed to reach that height. Mithrix has an ass. Oh, but he has like a loincloth. Wait, but does he have like an ass modeled? I know some people do that. Like some modelers will model the contours of the human body, even if it's going to be covered by cloth. Important questions, I know. What am I doing? Unfortunately, returns channels are kind of dead. Yeah. I mean, Risk of Rain is in this weird state where it's kind of niche, but not really. I mean, the 2D Risk of Rains are very niche. They have a very small fan base that are left. And they're kind of still being, I don't want to say kept alive, but like kind of kept in a limelight because of Risk of Rain 2 to a certain extent. Because I think if there was just like one if there was just like Risk of Rain Return server, it would probably be, it wouldn't have as many people, but because, you know, there's Risk of Rain 2 players kind of also discovering Returns, it helps. But, yeah, I feel like Risk of Rain was one of those games that everyone played, but very few people had like a super devoted connection to. You know, like you would have people like Total Biscuits, they would make like reviews of the game and, you know, give it like, praise it enough, but there was like, it wasn't the type of game that really caught on to the same extent. You know, kind of like Risk of Rain 2, I guess. To be honest, I was very impressed that Returns was even a thing. I thought the market for a Risk of Rain remake was very small. I mean, I'm happy, by all means, don't get me wrong, but yeah, certainly a surprise, especially given, well, Gearbox isn't exactly known for caring about the little things, shall we say. And, you know, that was proven right, given they refused to, well, I mean, I guess, I'm not sure if refuse is the right term. I don't know what else to say, they just don't want to release an update. They don't want to release an update for a game that's completely finished. Or like, they don't want to release the completely finished update for the game. For no reason that they've stated. I know, maybe if they have a good reason, they haven't said anything. So I kind of doubt it. So yeah, it's really, Risk of Rain Returns feels like an enigma to me. You come to like it more than 2? Oh yeah, that's nice to hear. Yeah, Raw Team was disbanded, unfortunately. Which is also why Sarn can't, how did you ping again? Not ping, like, yeah, there it was. The emotes on controller. That's why Sarn wanted to do some more work on the game, but weren't allowed to, unfortunately. But yeah, it's such a shame that they just won't release that final update. Again, it's completely finished. They don't have to do anything. They just have to like make it, push it to the public branch. Sorry. Like it would be 5 minutes of work tops. It just doesn't make. I mean, I know why they won't do it, because Risk of Rain Returns doesn't bring in the money. But of course, they can still take ideas from it for Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, they just have to press the button. It's yeah. It's very, very frustrating. But that's kind of, I guess that's kind of the thing with liking games that are like medium popularity. And you know, we're lucky. There are games that are certainly much less popular than Risk of Rain and Risk of Rain Returns. And they, you know, like they don't even have any chance of getting a remake. Like Power Slides. I mentioned that game before, but it really is like an example of just a game that's so completely dead. Or a Bandits Phoenix Rising. Yeah, the Bandits Phoenix community, Rising community isn't exactly doing particularly well. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I know, it's just... It's just pushing the button. I guess they need to pay a guy to push the button. It's your last game? Yeah, I get it. The timing might be late for some. Yeah, don't even patch Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, I feel like Risk of Rain 2 is like on its last legs. I mean, even like the Risk of Rain 2 YouTubers, I feel are kind of, you know, fizzling out. I mean, half the people who play Risk of Rain 2, they can't even play vanilla. They have to like mod it to essentially create their own little game. Ow. Leave me alone, Providence. You and your assless self. Alright, Tango, take care. Have a good one. Thanks for joining. Always appreciate that. Appreciate anyone who joins. Yep. God, Mercenary, not Mercenary, Miner's like alternative M2 is so... Not M2, secondary. It's so fun. It feels almost... I feel almost guilty using it. Wait, what? It's just me left? Oh. All the glory for me. Unless I die, of course. Nah. But, okay, that is also a thing, right? When a game reaches a certain age, and everyone who plays it is playing it with their own mods, to the point where everyone's kind of playing it differently. It's not necessarily an inherently bad thing, but... It's kind of interesting, because you get like this very tight-knit community who don't play the game in the same way. Like, there's this individual who plays Risk of Rain 2, but they only play quality. There's someone who only plays like the Eclipse 8. There's someone who only plays like Monsoon. Yeah, drones are pretty goddamn good. Especially with Arms Race. But yeah, Sandwich, if you're still listening, we're starting a new game if you want to join. But like, yeah, in the original Risk of Rain, you have people who play Starstorm, you have people who play modded, you have the few people, like I guess me and Fox, who play vanilla. Like, it's so scattered, and it's weird to think, because you can't stop people from either making mods or downloading mods, and you shouldn't necessarily stop them. But it creates this sense where like a small community just gets even more split. Alright, take care. You just go in Risk of Rain. Well, actually, you can join by copy-pasting this, like, lobby. But you should also just find me if you go to online co-op in Risk of Rain Returns. And I should be there. I have an Dr. Eggman quote as the tag, so you should see it as being me. Who to play? Shame we didn't get the random button. I mean, yeah, you can install a mod, but that always complicates things. Hey, there it is! Mr. Sandwich himself! When in doubt, no sniper. Should I try Quickscope? I should try Quickscope. I haven't played enough Quickscope. Cook Chef for the win. Well, no guesses what you're playing. Right, I have an inkling of a suspicion that there's no one else in chat ready to join, so we can just go ahead. Hill's gonna try Quickscope. Hey, we're both gonna be Quickscoping. It's gonna be like a Call of Duty 4 lobby, not 4, Modern Warfare 1 lobby. Call of Duty 4 was the World War II one, the final, well, the semi-final World War II in a game. We did a full old sniper run. Except, see, yeah, no one, I mean, you can't compete with backflip. It's pretty fun. Nice. Quickscope is Quickscope definitely has strength in that it lets you benefit from your drone much easier because you don't have to worry about like other enemies body blocking it. Also, I snuck in Kin while no one else was looking. My second favorite artifact, and now you have to play with it. The thing with Quickscope that like put me off it initially was I'm not a big fan of like having another thing you have to follow besides your character. For some reason that always kind of like disorients me. It's like question mark, question mark, question mark's the best friend in The Binding of Isaac. I just can't focus on both of them at the same time. It makes my head spin. Ah, damn it. You really like that item? From Isaac? It's a very powerful item by all means. I think I just don't have like the capacity for it. You like controlling two things at once, so you probably like puppet characters and stuff like that in fighting games. That was a pretty good quick scope. You may be addicted to quickscope. You may be too addicted to quickscope for it to bother it. Oh wow, look at... Oh my, it's a full course meal here. Don't mind if I do. Thanks, sandwich. Oh, you are making so much food. What are you trying to feed an army or something? Actually, that is a thing. How do the survivors in Risk of Rain eat? Do they like take off their helmets? Because I don't think the atmosphere is breathable. You're using improvise. Sorry. Improvise typo always cracks me up. They eat some... Yeah, I know. They eat bison. And they smell gups, but no... Yeah, they eat bisons, but like, I guess they have to take off the helmet. Unless they have like a... air shaft? Vacuum shaft? Airlock. Unless they have like an airlock with their suit where you can like put in food and then transport the food in. I don't know. I mean, I know the real answer is they didn't care, right? You know, Drummond, when he wrote those original logs, he didn't care about that. Just look at the food and get stronger. See, that's a new hot diet that everyone is. Oh right, eat crabs as well. Yeah, that's a new hot diet that everyone is going. Just look at the food. Imagine the sustenance. Hey, it's numbers. Sensor dimension. Also, another thing, something that I've always thought was a huge shame was not making arms race work with healing drones. It would be so, like, perfect. It would give, like, the... Oh, it doesn't work. It would give the... Like, a unique playstyle where you have a bunch of medical drones, and you can kind of, like, get missiles off them if you get arms race. Like, you don't even have to have them watch, it's just the missiles. I think in Starstorm... Either the hacking drone or like duplication drone will still get the missiles, even if they can't like attack, which I always thought was a very cool thing. Oh, it's such a like wasted opportunity. Arms race is just too fun of an item. Oh. So much for it being quickscope. Took me like half a century. Oh, that was a good freeze frame. Alright, where's the teleporter? Also, Sandwich, how are you making big bison steaks out of spitters? I feel like you're kind of like advertising them falsely here. They're spitter steaks, obviously. Culinary genius. I can turn one meat into the other. I can make hamburgers out of snake meat. Commander Ramsay. That reminds me of that old Risk of Rain 1 video. Well, I guess it's like, what, 4 years now? Oh god, cat's awake. Have mercy on me. And there's an old Risk of Rain 1 video from maybe 4 years ago from like a Terraria YouTuber, of all people, who had like a thumbnail of Gordon Ramsay in the commando suit for some reason. It was just about like, oh, look at me, I got a super cool Risk of Rain 1 run. It was well edited and all that. There we go. There's a teleporter. Overloading spitter? No, I think there's a medical condition. Yeah, thanks for trapping me here. Great. Damn. Someone chunked them. No, hordes of unlike I don't know. I don't think they're necessarily more likely when you go fast, but we're getting them because I've turned kin on. So that's why we only see them. Huh. Does someone have 56 with blower? No. Huh. I guess that bitter root was always there, I just didn't notice it. Unless I'm blind. No, I don't see any 56 weight blower. I guess it was always there. Oh. Yeah, quickscope is pretty fun. It's more fun than I remembered. I still think I prefer steady aim. But that's just because I really like that big charge up ability. Off we go. Oh. Oh, there's distortion. Who wants the worst artifact in the game? No one. What a surprise. Ow. I do find it funny when like multiple drones are scanning the same enemy. They're like, no, this guy is really dangerous. I assure you, this is the most dangerous enemy. You need a second opinion? Here we go, another drone. No, that was like a double quickscope. By the way, sorry, update. How's the connection? Is it any better now? Or is it still rough? I just kind of have to see if... It feels better. Okay, maybe there was just like a bad lag spike in the beginning. Router is still yellow. I haven't seen that beautiful green light on it in a while now. It's fine enough. I strive for fine enough. I can't accomplish excellence, so I will take fine enough. Feels better, huh? That's good. Maybe it's not. Maybe the router isn't high enough. I need to place it on a tall shelf or something. You can't quack? I think you were supposed to type something else. Yeah, it's kind of hard doing text-based communication. Like quack. Like a duck? Can't quack. Very well. Sorry to hear that you can't quack. One thing I always like appreciate more and more whenever I go back to like playing Returns is it's nice that the enemies have slightly less health. They could be so tanky in the original Risk of Rain. And while I appreciate the enemies having a little bit of bulk, yeah, it was kinda ridiculous. I I do miss the linear scaling though. Yeah. Blighted Bighorn Bison. I mean, the Bisons are also just so annoying to fight. I always felt they were just really... Their attacks just always felt really awkward to try and dodge. Watch out, Scoot. Oh. Okay, do 3 players have infusion? That's a pretty good haul. Oh, Flashbang is definitely going to help us. Absolutely ludicrous ability. Oh. Ouch. Sorry about that, Scoot. Oh, you have hard lights on... Oh, you have hard light on Flashbang Bandits? We won. I mean, you're practically invincible. Sandwich is busy trying to feed. I feel like if Chef was... in a different world, maybe all Chef would care about, if he hadn't malfunctioned, was that to keep the survivors fed. I mean, in truth, given how Chef malfunctions, if he had encountered survivors, he'd probably just try to, like, kill them. Turn them into food. I don't really think Chef has the capability of discerning friend from foe. Well, I guess he does if... Well... I don't know how his appearance in Risk of Rain 2 is. Throwing from my endless bag of sand into province. you have a... what's it called? Not Bag of Wonder. Like the pouch from the Forgotten Realms. That has like infinite space almost. And you just have filled it with sand. You just took a beach and shoveled sand into it. To be fair, I think having a flashbang on you at all times would be pretty practical. You know? You get assaulted, you just throw out a flashbang. You want to get out of a conversation? Flashbang. Like a flashbang or smoke bomb. I would really like to have one of those on me at all times. Like smoke bomb if I want to get out of the conversation, but I don't like dislike the people. But flashbang if, you know, the guy's being an asshole. It's like, you know, I don't want to deal with this. Just chuck out the flashbang. And run away. Oh, it's only smaller wisps. I thought it was greater wisps, and I got a bit worried. God, we are ganging up on that poor wisp. No wonder they're on strike. That was a hard fall. Also, fall damage is more like harsher in Returns than it is in the original, right? Or is it just a sound effect? What was the reason for the stream thumbnail? It's just a joke that because the Wisp is constantly like eating shit in all of my thumbnails, I just wanted to do a joke of him having enough and he's on strike. Kinda inspired by the Slay the Spire beta art, which I always found very funny, of the enemies being on strike. They're just silly jokes. There's no like depth behind them. Yeah, of course, the iconic Wisp gag. One thing I do find kinda a shame with quick scope is that it doesn't work as well with like how you slide when you use backflip into your secondary. So that game works really well with that. Also, there's a lot of mountain shrines. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, whoever wants to deal with those, be my guest. Yeah, prestige, Oh, goodness me. Whoever is down there, Godspeed. Or Darwin speed, I guess, if you don't play God. I always found that funny, how, in a lot of, like, movies, or Christian movies that, like, try to portray atheism, they portray it as like atheists worshipping Darwin and evolution, which is kind of silly. Oh, right into the lava. Thank God it's not Starstorm. The lava there is it's way scarier. Oh, that was a great stopwatch. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Oh my God. It's like the Wisp Union here. And they're just filing forms. God, this is like Amazon's worst nightmare. Oh, got stuck on the rope when I didn't want to. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna stay in your flashbangs, huh? How's that for a trick, Carl? Oh, bustling fungus too. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, cheat melee bandit, and all I had to do is play as stupid as possible. I think hard light afterburner also helps. If I'm allowed to be a bit mean. Ah, God, yeah, I aimed the wrong direction. Moron. You can kind of cheese enemies with. That's what I mean. You have a stopwatch and a hard light afterburner. Yeah, you are set. Ah, you disconnected. Damn. Sorry. Yeah, I might have to. Well, listen. When I'm in less of a dire financial situation, I might actually pay for fiber, though. I'll have to see if my neighbors will let me. If I can have my neighbors agree to have that, like, be installed. My neighbors don't have the same expectations of their internet as I do. As, I think, most people. So how do you shoot primary with improvise? I'm not sure you can. I just think improvise is your melee. And that's it. If there's a way to use improvise, if there's a way to shoot with improvise, I don't know about it. How many people have left? 5. Okay, it is a melee. Yeah, that's what I presumed. It's a joke. Secondary. I mean, of course we lived. We have flashbang. We have stopwatch. I don't even have an active item. All right. You know, it's a good thing this isn't like one of those online multiplayer games where it constantly keeps like a track of who has done like the most damage and stuff like that. Because it probably would have shown me at the bottom. You think you got confused by the sprites? Oh, okay, I see. That happens. It's actually really... It is? I've used it like once. It is good? It felt awful when I used it. Or when I was trying to use it. That doesn't mean to say my opinion is, you know, God's opinion, but... It sounds like crazy. Yeah, but it does so little damage. I mean, I guess you don't even have to care that much about damage. You just have to kill the bosses, and you're good. You can use it while charging steady aim? That doesn't make any sense. Well, you're not... how are you aiming steadily if you're swinging your sniper rifle around? That's ridiculous. There's 2 Prophet's capes here. Someone should have those. I already have a cape. I don't need any more. Like, you know, when at some point, and you have enough capes. Like, when you start stacking capes, you need help. 1 cape is fine, alright? Some say that no capes, you know, not even a single cape is fine, but I think a single cape is alright. I'll actually gladly take old box. Yeah, quickscope feels pretty good. Kind of lukewarm on most of the alternatives in returns. Not all heroes wear capes, some have chef hats. Yeah. It's like the picture of Obama giving himself a medal. Just, you know, with Chef. Alright, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! 8 Trials of the Mountain. I hate the Trials of the Mountain shrines. They're so one-dimensional. And Prestige at least gives them a little bit of nuance. But without them, it feels like a no-brainer to always activate them. At least again in vanilla. If you're playing Typhoon, Starstorm, maybe not. But it's the best dimension. More enemy to hit. Just play Left 4 Dead. There will have all the enemies to hit. Oh, you probably are going to like that artifact in Starstorm Returns, unless it gets reworked. I think it's called like Swarm, where enemies have less health, but there's like 3 times the amount of spawns. I mean, you know, that puts the Horde in Horde Shooter. You think you liked Swarm? Well, if you think you liked it. I always forget what Cognation is. That's one of the Returns one. Or is it Starstorm Returns? No, wait. Is that the one that makes the enemies spawn? Like, no matter which level they are? You can, like, get all types of monsters. Alright, is anyone ready, by the way? You know what? Actually, I'm making the executive call. Oh god, the cavalry is here! Oh, goodness me. Christ, it's like being attacked by a bunch of hussars. Extra enemy per enemy. Oh. Oh, is that the one that spawns the ghost? Oh, I hate... Oh, that one annoys me. There's nothing like killing an enemy and then you actually haven't killed an enemy. Drives me up a wall. Alright, everyone, stay in the flashbang zone. Never mind. I'm a lost cause. Oh, yeah. And got oh, it's I thought they were volatile. No, they're blazing. I probably took a bunch of damage from the fire trail. Got so many items. I guess Sword of Man certainly does increase the amount of drops you get. The aim would be fat. Yeah, I presume we're talking about like the other moment. Stacking cape only increases the healing on like safer spaces from Risk of Rain 2, so one cape is the optimal option. Yeah, you should always split the capes. You know, whipping the enemies for half an hour might not be, you know, sexy work, but it is rewarding. It's good work. Good, honest work. I guess whipping the enemies would be kind of sexy, given the whole kink. You haven't turned my character away from the wall for 1 full minute. Whip is crazy. I stand by that. Blast is completely... you can't even compare it. You would not be having this much success with Blast. Whip is ridiculous. I mean, Flashbang and Whip by all means, but just Whip by itself is so good. Yeah, Quickscope has the wall hacks, which lets you cheese a lot of the enemies if they can't, like, climb ledges or whatnot. It's nice to have. It's kind of like how Acrit's Epidemic... Yeah, Epidemic is... It's just very good for, like, hitting enemies through walls and from far away. Oh, we're looping. Oh, come on! Ah, luckily I have enough movement speed to just backflip my way over that ledge. Can't stop me. Nice quick scope. Roll by hoof. Okay, but now maybe we should think about this whole, you know, Trial of the Mountain thing, huh? You know, give it some consideration. Just a thought. Also, I think one of my favorite kin modifiers is jellyfish. It just changes the dynamic of the game completely when you have nothing but jellyfish spawning. Oh, I can actually get an active item. Minefield. Not particularly the best here, but it's an active item that doesn't really scale all that well. You shouldn't have picked up the laser turbine. Oh. Wait, why not? You will find people who say that they do different things, and yeah, naturally Blast has the range advantage. But Whip, it staggers, it deals more damage, it can hit multiple enemies, like in a line, so it's crowd control as well. It's just, oh, look at all that, those jellyfishes. Oh, it's a whole smack of them. Ow! Oh, there I go. Oh, the help! Ah! They're out for blood. But no, I think it's incomparable. Yep. And Blast also, I think, got nerfed to 80% in returns. It just got completely neutered. And also, you don't have to, like... well, you don't have to mash in returns, I guess, because you have, like, the help. Yeah, I love Horde of Many Jellyfish. Such a good time. Yep. And there's that. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I crashed. Oh, no. Oh, that was... Oh, come on. Oh, I really want to kick my router right now, but that's gonna make everything worse. Lobbies open. Sorry about that. There was too many jellyfish. Yeah, the game just couldn't handle it. Ah, damn. Maybe turn it on and off for a minute. It works sometimes. Yeah, but then like it's gonna mess up my stream. Probably it's gonna like disconnect the stream, and I'm very yeah, I'm gonna rehost, by the way, everyone, just in case there's some issues with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess around with my router and internet settings. I mean, I guess not having it on LAN doesn't really help. Damn. Works way too often for me. But yeah, but wouldn't that like disconnect the stream? And then we'll have to like host the stream again, mess stuff up. Gonna start your game? Oh, probably good call. Alright, I'm gonna do one more. Maybe I know normally I go on for 3 hours. How long have I gone on for? Oh, if I just even say, oh, they're 1.5. Yeah, maybe it's gonna be a little bit shorter this time. But yeah, I'll do one more. Yeah, it seems like people are having like some trouble connecting. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. And also just very quickly check my internet, if there's anything particularly wrong with it. If it's no, it's steady. Yeah, it's steady as it always is. Well, as I guess. It's no different than it usually is. Oh, never mind. Oh, the upload speed is tanked. It's crawling. All right. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna I'm gonna leave Robomando on in case anyone wants to play with Robomando for the final game. Alright. Servers up. Let's see if it works this time. Hopefully it does. Oh yeah, I need to get this figured out before the next stream, because that artifact is kind of dependent on a good connection. Alright. Okay, are things working better now? Let me know. The joys of online gaming. Okay, fine. Fine, let's just finish it with all Robomando. Can never go wrong just going all Robomando. What, you don't have Robomando? Oh, man. No. I guess you can be like the big brother. You can be Commando. Yeah, exactly. You can be like, it can be you and your son and your son and your son and your son. Don't talk to me or any of my children again. Yeah, I guess we should all use the Commando skin for Robomando for Robomando as well. You got Robomando's trial skin, ladies, one at a time. Mr. or Mrs. Hotshot over here. Alright, is anyone by any chance struggling to join? I guess you have 19 seconds. Yeah, the prismatic trial skin I think was added just as a joke, to be honest. And for those who like the stupid Halo, I guess. Okay, I disabled Kin last second. Alright, Toy Army, away! The crown is cool, I know, people like the crown. I find it kind of tacky. But then again, I don't like alternative skins in any games. Well, except fighting games should have one at least. Primarily just one. And I don't like alternative skins in general. I feel like they muddy the character identity. What would be the right thing to pick here? Alright, then I'll have to wait for money. Well, with Tikulael, I think I'm going to go for the Monster Tooth. Get some sustain. Oh, damn, overshot that. You sat and wait to get money from a chest? Yeah, I play Robomando so little that I keep forgetting that's like a thing. Oh no, we have actual enemy variety again. I mean, Robomando isn't a good character, but I guess when you have enough of him, or it, your network is... Yeah, I think, honestly, I think it might be on my end. I mean, you're not the only one who has, like, network issues, so, you know. There was that one individual who wanted to join, but mentioned how they were afraid their PC would burn up. Robo scaling is cracked? Like what, like the stats? I haven't actually checked his stat growths. I just kind of pretend Robomando doesn't exist and live a happier life. Ah, unstable Tesla coil. No one benefits of that more than Robomando. You will not stand standard. I know people like Robomando. But I don't, okay? Find him weird and silly. And I don't like silly. I'm a humorless bastard. I get it. They couldn't add like a full character as a secret character, so that, you know, it was either Robomando or nothing. So I don't hold it against. So I don't like hold anything against its inclusion. He trades base power for better scaling. I need to check his stat growths. Robo of everyone would have been funny. Yeah, but like, why would there exist a robot version of everyone, right? I mean, this isn't like, you know, Sonic or Mario or Crash Bandicoot or whatever, right? Where like it would make sense for the villains to make like a robot version of the characters. Yeah, I know Greater Wisps can shoot above Robomando. That's funny. Oh, overloading Link's totem. Ugh. Thank God it's only stage 2. Probably one of the worst bosses to fight later on. Where's the Robo? Funny. Hey, we got a comedian here. Oh, God, everyone. Oh, okay. Party's coming here. Oh, God, it's raining arrows. It's like that one scene from 300. How many mountain shrines did we activate? Oh, really? That's for, yeah, for this variant of the fungal cavern. I think it's cool that you have to, like, unlock the variants as well. That's kind of neat. It's nice to have, like, small things like that to work on when you are expected to play a game again and again. But you don't, like, have to actively work for them. They're just kind of there. They're just kind of there in the background. Well, I mean, this went well. Well, it's going well so far. Yeah, I presume so, Arl. There, wait, how did the overloading totem end up there? Was it a different one? Was there two? I'm out of the loop. Ow. I will say, as humorless as I am, I do quite like the face plant. Reminds me of in the old Lego Star Wars games, the second one, the original trilogy. You, whenever you were playing like an Imperial, like a character of the Empire, I guess Imperial is the right word, they would, yeah, face plant and double jump. Yeah, you recognize it. I thought that was so funny as a kid, and it still makes me chuckle these days. Especially, like, as a kid, I would try to get as high as I could on, like, stages to just get the, like, absolute worst faceplant possible. Ah. It was easy to be entertained back then. There was a certain beauty in that. Alright, everyone, bring out your tasers! Control the beast! Controlled shots! A volatile Colossus. Oh. See, I was thinking of a joke there, I just didn't find one. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Oh, that was a very risky pace plant. Pace plant has some like nuance to it, surprisingly. It's a very clunky ability. So you have to be very careful. Because it leaves you so vulnerable for so long. With its iframes are way shorter than you would like. Yeah, I'm buying shield generator, I'm being lame. Oh god. Oh, help! Wait. Do we have... Yeah, 2 people with shield generator, huh? That's curious. Oh, god, okay. God, I hate volatile Colossus so much. I hate that he spawns more like volatile rock golems. Actually, why am I fighting these? There's no point. This isn't Risk of Rain 1. You don't have to fight anything except the bosses, really. Oh, Arl! You lost one of the toy squad. Yeah, like, this is a pretty good faceplant. Oh. Oh, I didn't know you could stand here. Oh, that's curious. Bonk. Roman is a joke character and a joke that is actual power. Well, yeah. You have to play him correctly, or but he is absolutely... I mean, not having to worry about the economy in any way is... Yeah, it's pretty damn strong. And he has a very good, like, secondary. Oh. Alright, who wants to carry Arl's remains? Wow, that was rude double system. Yeah, go back, pick it up. Jumping over them like that. Oh, wait, what? Someone else also scrapped themselves? No, okay. You have to carry everyone in spirit. If not in spirit, at least in junk metal. Glowing meteorites. Can we have one run without that damn celestial thing? Yep. Perfect timing on the Vanguard as well. Excellent, excellent. Love to see it. What's one more mountain shrine? What's gonna happen? We're gonna get like 15 cremators and die? Like, that's gonna happen. I do find it funny how with when everyone's playing Robomando, it's like a race for the chests more than it is usually. Because money is not the hindrance, it's just about being there. Oh, yeah, it's volcanic mid. Wow. Oh, someone's fighting Dire Seeker. Don't worry, I'm coming to help. He who controls the speed controls the item. Let's... Like, speed is war, war is speed, isn't that like a phrase? You know, I've always wondered what that log is a reference to. There's... because I think the log for the miner's pickaxe item you get from the Dire Seeker is a reference to something. Oh, it's from Dune. Wow. Okay, because I was like, yeah, it feels like a reference, but I just didn't know what it was. Oh no, that's That's from Doom, maybe. That's my problem with having multiple conversations at once. But yeah, the pickaxe felt like... It feels like a reference to a real life thing. Like, it references Chicago, I think. I don't know, there's something... I feel like there's a story to that item log. No. I'm not doing particularly well here. Thank you, Quib. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna activate the teleporter and you... Oh! Goodness me. I'm hoisted by my own petard, as they say. Oh, okay, this is looking a bit rough. Alright, Scoot, it's all up to you. I believe in you. You overestimated your abilities. Hey, hubris gets the best of us. I mean, hey, if Robomando is as cracked as it apparently is, go ahead. Prove it. No pressure. I'm just maybe gonna wail away at this spider. You're in danger, Scoot? Yeah, you are. Yeah, your health just melted. Blighted spiders are such bullshit. Spiders in general are a pain. I mean, anything blighted is awful. But you're being hounded by evolved Lemurians, and now the blighted spiders are coming in. They're relentless. Oh, they're splitting you up. They're splitting you up, divide and conquer. First you isolate, then you kill. Ow! Sniped me. Come on, Earl, you can do it. Oh, right into the lava. And unlike Terminator, you are not gonna give a thumbs up there. Alright, Scoot. It's you against the wall right now. Make Scott Pilgrim proud. You have the stopwatch. You have the power of time. I believe in you. It's gonna maybe take half an hour, but you can do it. Too sure to stick out if I'm just immediately engulfed. Yeah. The small hitbox has the small hitbox has its ups and downs, shall we say. Oh, Prophet's Cape doing a lot of work there. Wow. And I like that the cremator is just there providing aerial support. You know? Just to make things worse. Oh. Ah, but surprise, there were blighted spiders down there as well! Don't worry. With the power of the volcanic myth, you should be fine. Also, Arl, since you're like god and can type, what does the Ancient Scepter upgrade for Robomando do again? I've forgotten. It was you who had the Ancient Scepter, right? Yeah, it did. Duplicate, that was it. Thanks. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Does that work in the Providence trial? Probably doesn't. I mean, even if it did, it's pretty unreliable compared to something like Hit List or what else? Ukulele? You can get Hit List, Ukulele. No, Hit List. You get Hit List, Ancient Scepter, or Alien Head. Those are the three first red item options on Providence trial. I presume. Ancient Scepter wouldn't be worth it over Hit List, or even Ancient Scepter. Not Ancient, Alien Head. Pardon. I prefer Alien Head, personally. I really like having a bit less cooldown on the secondary, which I think is like a star ability. We're doing good, Scoot. We're scooting away. You also cheesed it after multiple attempts. How did you cheese it? How do you cheese the Providence Trials? Brooch Scepter? Well, but Scepter is still unreliable. I guess you're just, like, hoping for the best. Oh. Yeah, hello, buddy. Had a good sleep? Probably did. Slept for like 2 hours. Sometimes you get 2 scarves after all. And it's a lot of waiting. Ah, I see. I mean, yeah, there is no real rush. Don't touch the microphone, please. No, don't touch the microphone. Busse, please. don't bite the microphone. You silly cat. Alright, just stand right in front of my chat window, sure. Yeah, it's not like anyone's typing in there anyways. You wonder if there's a secret Romando skin for doing it the legit way? Well, I think it's just the one way, or like the one skin you get no matter how you do it. I don't think the game has like a way of identifying. Unless you mean like it's about if you can like get it in time to get like the gold clear. Yeah, the wiki shows a completely different skin? Huh. I have to check. I can't see the monitor because the cat's in front of it. Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah. You want to get on my lap? Is that it? Come on. No, just want to go away. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess the skin is slightly different. It's like blue and red, like the typical ones. What's the scaling now in the wiki page? It's not that much. It's the same as Sniper, essentially. I mean, yeah, Sniper scaling with a character that fires as fast as Robomando is fine, but it's not that crazy. Yeah, +4 per level. Am I reading that right? Yeah, 15 baseline +4 plus level. I mean, it's nice starting sum. Most people start with like 12 or 12. Handy starts at 13. It's not that crazy. It doesn't scale that much harder. I think Bandit also scales with +4, at least it did in the original game. Yeah, but his numbers aren't that impressive, so you don't get the benefit of the damage in the same way someone like Sniper does. He has like very low percentages. I'm not convinced that Robomando is the secret god. Alright? I don't think it's the third brother of Providence and Mithrix. Good job, Scoot! Round of applause. Good job. And of course the Imp Vanguard comes in just to say hello. It also wanted to congratulate you. What a gentleman. Or gentle imp, I guess. Oh wait, there's one more mechanical spider somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, you're walking towards it. Yeah, I'm behind. Alright, 3 more, I think. Yeah, 3 more spiders. Good job! No sweat. I don't know why you're always so worried. I knew Scoot had it. Scoot and his army of drones. Right, now, of course, comes the thing where we have to try to not die immediately as we enter the next stage. So, best of luck, everyone. Wow, double crit Lensmaker's glasses. That's a very good. Hey, Arl, you want to unlock the Baroness? I think the scooter is here. That's a Starstorm joke. Why did I specify that? Half the people who are here probably know what Starstorm is. It's in the original Starstorm you unlock Baroness here. Nothing to see. And there's lots of bosses spawning in, so we should get a couple more items. Oh. Hi, Scavenger. I love how expressive the Scavengers are. The way he, like, squints to take aim with his ukulele. And the way he gets, like, a focused expression on his face when he, like, shoots the missile launcher. I love the Scavengers so much. They were also really expressive in the original game. But I'm very glad to see it translated with a higher fidelity. Love these little things. I also love how sad they look in the original Risk of Rain and character locks. They're just like this big melancholy to them. Yeah, I know, it like peeks up from the ground and looks left and right. And coupled with the sound effects, he's so much more animated than like almost every other boss. Like the only other boss that kind of compares, I guess, no, not even Providence. Like the only other boss that compares is the Imp Overlord, but that wasn't even animated by Drummond. Do not look up. What? What's wrong? What's up? Oh. Yeah, with great patience and I think with like a shield generator cheese. Yeah, this is a puzzler, all right. Oh my god, the whole boar army is here. Oh, look at that will-o'-the-wisp. All right, I'll do what little damage I can with my shield generator, and then I'm dipping. Okay, see ya. Ow. Oh. Yeah. That hurt. Listen, we just have to butter ourselves up with patience, and we'll be fine. We'll get through this. I have a golden bomb. If I can stack enough moolah, maybe I can throw a really big golden bomb on them. I'll give my life up for it if need be. I just need to heal a little bit. Alright. Now, okay, enemies... Oh my... Yeah, the archer bug colonies here. That one called the Exterminator, Christ. Okay, I don't have enough health to plant the golden bomb. I think it's maybe wiser to just use a shield generator. Maybe I'll use the bomb later. Alright. Alright, Frost Relic is doing some work. God, it's raining boars. Oh, that, yeah, stopwatch is definitely going to help. I'm so scared of these swifts. Okay, I'm gonna try to plant a golden bomb. Cover me. Are you gonna cover me? I don't know. I'm just saying things. Alright. 2, 1. Bomb is planted. Keep the boars there. That did something. It killed one normal one. Hey, it worked. You know, if bombs are so weak, I don't see what the whole fuss about them is in Counter-Strike. And they don't even destroy anything in Counter-Strike. Alright, I have 14,000 gold. But if I kill this Blighted Elite, I'll have a bit more. Which should let me... Okay. 15,000. That should be a decent little bomb to plant. Alright, keep them... Oh, wait, never mind. They all just died. Oh, alright. Good job, everyone. Pull that door. Good one. Yeah, I wouldn't eat toxic boars if I were you. Sorry, my chat window was closed. Your modem is traumatized by the jellyfish. Yeah, got a bit of an overloading shock to it. You're gonna play Deadlock with your mates? Okay, take care, Sandwich. You're probably gone now, but if you aren't, take care. Thanks for joining. Yeah, loop is basically just a victory lap. But, yeah, another person smitten by the deadlock bug. Man. How fascinating that the game that isn't even like publicly released yet is so big. Valve is a weird company. I don't even know why they wouldn't just fully release it at this point. Weird. You know, I actually got an invitation to join the whole like deadlock thing, which I presume isn't that rare, but I thanked no to it because I knew I wasn't gonna play it. So I'd rather someone who actually would play it got it. Oh, there goes Ultra. Well, right on the final stage too. Shame. Alright, well, four people towards the end. Guess that's just as much as last time. That was anticlimactic, yeah. Ugh. God, I wish I could just fix in the internet connection. Anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of troubleshooting next week. And that's me for reading chat. Boo, yeah. Boo indeed. Oh wait, what? Oh, you can't reach. Oh, the like golden item or? Oh yeah, right. Robomando also has a unique like drone. I mean, I guess that should be expected, but you know, still a pretty impressive attention to detail. Oh, damn it. Got stuck in the ledges. Alright, just you two against Providence. But to be honest, Providence is a bit of a chump compared to everything else you've gone through. Oh, it's just one normal commando and Robomando left. A parent and their child. Out. Like father-son. Out on Father Sunday. God, did anyone else go on... Is that like a thing still? I remember I had to go on a Father Sunday once. It was very wasn't particularly interesting. And the second time, my dad couldn't even take me there, so I had to go with my friend's dad. Yeah, never done it. Yeah, I I remember in cartoons it was all over. Everyone in every cartoon had like a Father Sunday episode about the son being like sad that they had to go to oh, Hyper Feather, that they had to go to their father's work. It was so boring, and the dad would try everything he could to you know to make things exciting. And then, you know, by the end of it, some hijinks happen, and the guy learns that, you know, the son learns that the dad is pretty cool after all for his work. And, you know, they go get some respect for each other. And then next episode, everything is undone because it's a cartoon. The Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Fallout 3 really liked that quote. I think that's a Bible verse, I believe. Yeah, Fallout 3, what a weird game. Oh, it's too tempting. I have to take the Hyper Feather. I mean, Commando is busy on his own adventures. Oh, wait. Oh, we have 3 players left, right? Yeah, never mind. The only dead one. And you're the disconnected one. Hey, the disconnected one sounds like a pretty good title. There's probably a really cool boss somewhere called the disconnected one. I mean, it's very easy to make a Dark Souls boss name, or like a thing that sounds like a Dark Souls boss. You just go something one. You know, the Blighted one, the Banished one. And you might say, well, no, there's so few bosses in Dark Souls that have that name, and you'd be correct, but it still sounds like Dark Souls. It's kind of like how people say that in every NPC in Dark Souls has like the same personality. Well, that's not really true. I'm not that big into Dark Souls as much as the other people, but I will say they have some pretty compelling side characters for how uninvolved they kind of are with your journey. Besides being like vendors and side quest characters a lot of the time. They're pretty fun to listen to. Great voice acting. Go, my children. You're like a Pokemon trainer, except with your children, sending them out to fight in your stead. What's even the ending text for Obomando? I've completely forgotten that. Also, the like alternative credit song should probably play, because actually, Aaron, don't skip the credits after this. I want to see if the alternative credit song plays. Ooh. Ouch. All right, Scoot and double system. You know what's more dangerous than a system? A double system. Ooh. I love internet usernames so much. Sometimes when I don't really watch live streams that much, but when I watch some VODs, occasionally of some, and sometimes I just like watching like the names of the people in the chat. I mean, yeah, you have some silly ones, right? But I don't really care about the silly ones. It's more the ones that are like completely sincere. And I just sit there and wonder like, what's that story? Where did that name come from? I've talked about this before, but I've always had a big fascination. The name you get as a child is, you know, something someone else decides for you. And I understand someone rejects that name and picks their own. Oh, pardon. But on the internet, that's like this... There's this freedom to just pick whatever name you want. And even you don't even have to abide to, you know, naming standards. It can just be nouns in funky order. And then there's that freedom, and then when you see people have true freedom of what they can pick, it's kind of curious to see which direction they go. Some people have no originality and just pick some like memes and whatever, but some have usernames that you kind of sit there and think about. Tim Bombit? I never. Who's Tim Bombit? Never heard of that individual. And so it left nothing behind. That's a very nothing ending, I guess. But yeah, thanks for giving that to me. You prefer Ultra or Double Hue or just a human? I would say the final fights of Providence is a little bit more harrowing on like Robomando because of how funky the dash is. Because iframes, if you have like good iframes, the final fight of Providence is a complete joke. Something like Commando, Sniper, Miner, absolutely, Loader, Enforcer with alternative dash. Yeah, can just like move out of the Death Star. Like the lasers whenever they want. They're not like limited by it. Because, you know, the way to make something difficult in Risk of Rain is to limit space of maneuverability. That's why in Starstorm, the toughest elites are Void Elites, because they just completely cripple your maneuverability. You know what, I get that. How? How do you die to a bunch of, like, tin cans? Was my mouse aim bypass the aiming downside? Not sure. Good job, everyone. Well done. Enjoy the sunset. Enjoy the rain. As you leave the planet behind. Yeah, don't skip credits, please. I just want to see if the stupid song plays. I mean, I say stupid song, I'm being a bit mean. It's a very cool Easter egg from the original game. Anticipation is killing me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there it is. Hit it, son! This is a remix, I believe, of the song that plays up the jukebox columns at the bottom of the contact light, that little Easter egg there. It sounds like a song from a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles SNES game. Wait, what? Is the music off? Oh, they replaced it? Oh. Yeah, okay, I see. So they changed the Easter egg in Returns. And it's a pretty good song. I haven't actually listened to the full version. Yeah, I can imagine, you know, Michelangelo using his like nunchucks, hitting a bunch of foot soldiers on some sort of like train in the Old West. And they pick up a slice of pizza and heal. I mean, this does not fit with the goddamn aesthetics of the credits at all. You know, the old man who doesn't care, you know, he's just living, he's living his normal day. He's free. He doesn't care about the massacre, the tragedy of Providence. Just a mission complete for him. This is the music that should play for people who play Risk of Rain without, like, knowing anything about the lore. You should just have this song for them, and then, you know, when you unlock the monster logs and read the lore, then you have like the remix of Coalescence play. I guess this is the credits for this multiplayer session as well. This was the last one. So thank you everyone for joining. I am terribly sorry about the slight, well, slight. I'm terribly sorry about the internet issues. I really wish I could do something about that. But I'll try to fix it, double check it. If not, I'm just gonna have to, you know, penny pinch for a little bit until I can afford to put in fiber in here. Or I guess I won't be able to stream. That's unfortunately a possibility too. Hopefully this won't be the last one. Hey, frictionless portal! Shout out to that guy, or that individual. They keep up the Rain Fusion website. Yes, sorry about that, and I'll try to see if I can get it more stable somehow next time. I don't know, maybe I'll just put it on a bunch of like books or something and suspend it in the air. See if that's... the router needs to be as high as possible, they said. And I am living on the ground floor, which probably doesn't help. Yeah, Providence, but yeah, right. But yeah, wrapping up as the credits are playing, which I guess makes it feel more climactic. Next week it will be modded, but it won't be Starstorm, I think. I'll see, I'll let you know, but I think it's just gonna be one mod, a very specific mod, that I'm very excited to try out. I have tried it once, it was super fun. I think it's going to be extra great, we can get even more players in. Last time we were only 3. So you should look forward to that in 2 weeks. Better to play with disconnects and not play at all. Yeah, I like that attitude. That's a good attitude to have. A new video is being worked on. I am very busy. It's probably going to be a bit delayed this weekend. I'm getting a friend to visit, so probably not going to be able to work then. But starting this Monday, I should be completely free, except for this cat. That's kind of hampering me a little bit. But I will try to work as efficiently as possible to get the next Ancient Scepter part, and then the new videos after that. I have a couple ideas, not sure which one I'll stick by, but whatever they do, they should be pretty good. You will only need a single mod, but there are dependencies just to make modding work. But if you download any mod from the mod launcher, you will be able to just get all the necessary mods. Oh! It shows the sprite of all the players. I actually didn't know that. But it just showed the sprite of who you played with. There is on my channel. Yeah, just the mod is pre-works. Yeah, correct. If you need to see how you download mods on Risk of Rain Returns, they have a video. It's called How to Download the Risk of Rain Starstorm Returns mod. It's the same method, except, you know, a different mod from the catalog. Yeah, it's cute. I like that. I like that you get to see like all the characters at the end. I've never actually seen the credits to the end in multiplayer. Everyone always skips it. Hey, the more you learn. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Unless anyone has anything urgent to say, I'll give you 15 seconds to do so. Otherwise, I'm going to be heading off. If you need to contact me for some reason, there I am in the Risk of Rain 1 Discord server, and I also have an email address. I tend to be a little bit more active on the email, but I hang around the Discord. Alright. So, yeah. See you around. New videos coming soon, hopefully. Take care.